I almost quit making music because my anxiety got louder than my creativity. Every time I tried to write or record an idea, my chest got so tight. I felt like I was so scared of my own ideas and even more scared of confronting that fear. So I avoided writing altogether. It nearly made me stop, but I'm so glad I didn't. I wouldn't have released over a dozen songs, some with over 200k streams on Spotify. I wouldn't have played more than 10 shows last summer or heard my songs being played in rotation on national radio. None of that would have happened if I had let the fear win. So if you're a sensitive artist like me, please don't stop creating. In this video, I want to share a bit about my own experience and tell you how I broke that cycle. And if you want to go deeper, I made a 3-week songwriting PDF program that helps you unblock yourself and get back into a routine. You can get it in the description. Let me give you a little bit of backstory first. When I started writing songs in high school, I did it out of pure joy. I didn't even think about songwriting. I just used pen and paper to express my inner world. I didn't overthink it, I didn't care about anyone's opinion, and I also didn't share that much. I just wrote songs because I loved writing songs. Eventually, I started posting on Instagram and people reacted. At first, it didn't affect me because most of the feedback was positive. But after my first release, More, in 2022, things changed. I started taking my music career seriously. I had invested quite a bit into the music video as well, so suddenly there was this pressure for it to perform. In my head, it was gonna go viral and make me famous overnight. I was like, I have a cool song, I have an awesome music video. This is gonna absolutely take off and make me famous by tomorrow. But that didn't happen. Still, I kept going, I kept writing and releasing songs because this was only the beginning. Everything was going fine until the end of 2023 when I noticed that I hadn't written a song in months. It took a while to really understand what happened there. I had gone so deep into this cycle of anxiety and fear around writing music. Fear of judgment, fear of failing, overthinking my ideas, fear of other people's opinions. Everything. I was so sensitive and I had so many emotions that I absolutely couldn't handle. I'm still sensitive, but over the years, I've learned how to work with my emotions instead of being consumed by them. I'm able to deal with them in a much more grounded way than I used to. Obviously, not perfectly because I'm still human and I'm still learning, but much, much better than before. Breaking that loop took a lot of time and a lot of courage. It was uncomfortable because these feelings were giving me a false sense of safety. If you're in this situation right now, here are 3 things that will help you get out of this creative anxiety. Number 1 is lower the friction. If you can't sit down to write for an hour, don't. Don't. Start with 10 minutes. Literally just 10 minutes. Write 3 lines about something that inspires you today. And then stop. Come back tomorrow. Make it a 10-minute habit with 0 expectations. I'm talking 0, nothing. You absolutely don't have to achieve anything in these 10 minutes. Think of it as me time rather than a writing session, because if you can take 10 minutes to write, you can definitely, surely, hopefully, take 10 minutes for yourself. Your body might resist it in the beginning. It might throw unpleasant emotions at you. And the only thing I can tell you here is just to sit with them and sit through them. There's nothing you can do about them, and they're not dangerous in any way. They're just trying to keep you safe. So you're just gonna have to sit through them. It's gonna get better and they're gonna go away. Just remember that they cannot control your behavior if you don't let them. Number 2 is work with your breath. Your body plays a huge role in your anxiety, and your breath is the fastest way to calm your system. Here's what helped me. I would inhale for 4 seconds, hold my breath for 6 seconds, and then slowly exhale for 6 seconds. Repeat that 8 to 10 times and you will feel so much better and so much calmer because it sends signals of safety to your body and your creative brain switches back on. I know it sounds so simple and very obvious, but most people tend to forget the power of their breath. So if you start to feel anxious before a session, just take 3 minutes to breathe and you will feel less anxious. The third point is collaboration. Work with songwriters, work with producers, friends, or even people online. Share your ideas. Just try to connect to other people as much as you can. Because what I've learned from that experience is that someone else's energy interrupts your overthinking. Now that the responsibility is shared, you will feel less pressure to write a great song or achieve a huge outcome, and you will also feel more supported. What I've noticed personally is ideas just flow much faster when you're not alone in your head. Sometimes I might get inspired just by a word the other person says, or a picture they describe, or also just through conversation, really. Collaboration has honestly really helped me regulate my nervous system and make it remember that creation can feel light and that we don't have to pressure ourselves unnecessarily. I have a fourth point that comes to mind actually, which is reconnecting to your why. Remember why you started and try not to tie to an outcome. Like, for example, I want to release 20 songs a year and then make 100K streams on every song or 1 million streams on every song and become famous and make a lot of money with my music, because you know what that's going to create? It's going to create a lot of pressure, and pressure does not help in the writing process. Try to remember your internal reason as to why you want to write songs, because you have one. If you didn't have one, you would have never started writing songs. Some of my personal reasons would be, I want to write this song right now because writing songs just makes me so happy. I love it. It makes me feel good inside myself. I feel present. I feel connected to myself. I feel connected to God. I feel connected to my purpose, and it just lights me up. And that's why I want to write this song right now. So remember your why. Remember why you started. And if your initial reason to writing songs was becoming famous, then maybe try coming up with a different one. So yeah, if you're going through this right now, these are the 3 things that help me overcome creative anxiety. And please remember, creative anxiety does not mean that you're not meant for this. It does not mean that you're not supposed to be writing songs. Just because you feel fear does not mean you should stop writing songs. Please do not do that. Creative anxiety is normal, it's part of the process, and you're going to get through it. It also just means that you care, which is a beautiful thing. Caring is a beautiful thing. Just don't care too much, okay? Just don't care too much so that it stops you from writing songs. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!